All right, question 2. Put it into that function form. I'm going to distribute directly in front of the parentheses. In which case there is a positive 1. There's a 1 hiding right there. So 1 does not change anything. 1 times x and 1 times negative 1 stays itself. And then after that, I combine like terms, putting out the x front because there is no extras to combine. And then negative 18 minus 1 is negative 19. Follow-up question. Identify the slope. Identify the y-intercept. Slope is in front of the x. That is the a. And I don't see a number in front of in front of the x. That means always a 1 is hiding there. And the y-intercept is your b, which in this case is negative 19. Number 4. Terrell playing on a varsity basketball game, our team. He averages 12 points per game. So that 12 points per game, that is setting up everything here. At rate, where the denominator, again, represents your independent quantity. So quantity is the number of games. And the unit, well, it's still just games. It's a little funky there. It's always going to be x. Now, your dependent quantity is then your number of points. And the units are still going to be in terms of points. It's a little weird. It's not like distance or time where you can have different types of units. Points is points. Games is games. Now, you're making 12 points a game. X is representing 1 game. So that is the 12x. And what you just created then is your function. That's going to drive now the problem. So 12 times 1, 12 points. 3 games, you've now made 36 points. 5 games, all right, you've now made 60 points. You've now made 84 points. You've now made 108 points, okay? Number 6, all right? Remember, when it's in parentheses like that, we're plugging that in for x, just like we did right here up above. So in this problem, negative 2 times negative 4. So again, what we create is a point. X is negative 4, y is 8. 0. So negative 2 times 0 is still 0. Again, what we're creating here is a point. 8. We get negative 16. And again, we created a point at 8, negative 16. All right. Now, earlier I forgot to do this for my other kids for 5, letter B. Not forgot, but I did skip over that. So what you should have for your answers there then is negative 5. And then for f of 7, okay, half of 7 is 3.5, and 3.5 minus 5 turns out to be negative 1.5, okay? And then let's do number 8, and then I'll pause it right there. To determine if it's a function or not, I am looking to see if there's consistency on the y's from one y value to the next. 0 to 1 plus 1, 1 to 2 plus 1, 2 to 4 plus 2, 1 to 2, I'm looking at the x's as well. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and I do not have that consistency there on the y's. This is where it fails because the x's are good to go, and therefore this is not a linear function.